What's up everybody, WayoftheBey here, and today we're going to be starting Combo Battle Tournament 36. Alright, so CBTs are online tournaments we have on this channel where viewers like you comment combos, and with those combos we battle it out to see who made the strongest Beyblade, and the strongest Beyblade is crowned champion. So recently we sent out CBT announcement 36, and with that announcement we got 16 combos. Now, we were only able to get 14 unique combos, so me and Ryan had to fill in an extra spot with a combo of our own. So we have 16 combos, and for the first round of battles, there will be 8 battles. So here are the Bladers that were picked and the rounds. So for round 1, we have the very things Heaven Diabolus going up against Jameson's Tempest Uranus. Round 2, we have Dark of Seas Jet Diabolus going up against John Wake's World Diabolus. Round 3, we have Tyler Goodman's Brave Ragnarok going up against Joy Perlacabane's Union Dragon. Round 4, we have WayoftheBey's Master Spriggan going up against Extreme Burst's Rage Longinus. Round 5, we have Divine JYT's Big Bang Genesis going up against Ryan's Super Hyperion. Round 6, we have Baymon Bros' Glide Lucifer 2 going up against Al FG's Cursed Hyperion. Round 7, we have AS Gallus' Death Lucifer going up against Gabriel Ian's Wyvern the End. And then round 8, we have Bayfighter Ferris' Lord Spriggan going up against Nicholas Mexner's Naked Spriggan. So those are the first round of battles, and the winners from those rounds move on to the quarterfinals, then the semifinals, then the final round where we see our champion being crowned. So those are the rounds that are going to be going on, and we're going to be going to 3 points. Bursts are 2 points, and ring out and survivor finishes are 1 point each. And we will be doing battles in the basic Takaratomi Stadium. But without further ado, let's go on to round 1. Alright, so here we are at the basic Takaratomi Stadium now, and for round 1, we have the very things Heaven Diabolus going up against Jameson's Tempest Uranus. Alright, so like I said, we're going to 3 points. So let's see how this round goes. Ready, 3, 2, 1, another rip. Alright, so the battle starts with some good clashes, both going back and forth with some fierce attacks. Alright, so both are going around. Tempest Uranus taking the center, while Heaven Diabolus going in for the attack, going down to stamina now. Ooh, that was a close round, but Tempest Uranus gets that with a survivor finish, getting the first point. Ready, 3, 2, 1, another rip. Alright, once again, both going around. Some good attacks. Alright, Tempest Uranus taking the center, while Heaven Diabolus going in for the attacks, now both fighting for the center. Alright, going down to stamina now. Tempest Uranus looking a little wobbly. Ooh, and out of stamina. So Heaven Diabolus gets 1 point now with that survivor finish. Ready, 3, 2, another rip. Alright, once again, going around the stadium. Ooh, this time Tempest Uranus going in for a powerful attack. And just like in past rounds, both are fighting for the center. Seems it's going to be going down to stamina once again. Both are very powerful attackers. Ooh, and once again, Heaven Diabolus has more stamina than Tempest Uranus. So Heaven Diabolus gets another survivor finish. Ready, 3, 2, 1, another rip. Alright, once again, both going back and forth. Really good attacks this round. Alright, both going back and forth. And once again, going down to stamina, it seems. And once again, Tempest Uranus looking a little wobbly. Ooh, and there it goes. The very things is Heaven Diabolus wins that with 3 points now, both for all rounds with survivor finishing. So the very things Heaven Diabolus moves on to the quarterfinals. And now it's time for round 2. We have Dark OFC's Jet Diabolus going up against John Wick's World Diabolus. Ready, 3, 2, 1, another rip. Alright, both starting off in the battle. Going back and forth with some attacks, a little calmer compared to the past round, and it seems to be going down to stamina. Jet Diabolus' ring is actually stiffened because it is going up against opposite spin, so it'll be able to absorb some spin with those rubber blades. But same thing with World Diabolus. Going down to stamina now. Ooh, Jet Diabolus was still slightly spinning a little more than World Diabolus right there as you saw it. So World Diabolus gets the first point with a survivor finish. Ready, 3, 2, 1, another rip. Ooh, as the battle starts, World Diabolus and Jet Diabolus collide, and Jet Diabolus is hit into the pocket. So World Diabolus gets 1 point with that ring out finish. Ready, 3, 2, 1, another rip. Alright, once again, both landing in the stadium. Ooh, some good attacks. And it seems once again it's going to be going down to stamina. Both have some good counter combos. Both slowing down now. Ooh, and World Diabolus is still spinning as you saw right there. So World Diabolus gets another point with that survivor finish. Ready, 3, 2, 1, another rip. Alright, both landing once again. Ooh, a good attack right there. He's going down to stamina once again, but both are going back and forth with some good attacks. The rubber on the 2D chassis and the jet ring seem to be making some contact, which is slowing them down tremendously. Ooh, but it seems that World Diabolus was still slightly spinning right there once again. So World Diabolus gets another survivor finish, which means that it has 3 points now. So John Wick's World Diabolus now has 3 points and will be moving on to the quarterfinals. Alright, so now for round 3, we have Tyler Goodman's Brave Ragnarok going up against Joy Lakabane's Union Dragon. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, instantly the battle starts with a good clash, both going back and forth with fierce attacks. Alright, so there were a lot of attacks, and it seems it's going down to stamina now. Ooh, so Union Dragon scraping and Brave Ragnarok gets the first point with a survivor finish. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, both landing in the stadium. Brave Ragnarok going around and getting a ring out right there. So Brave Ragnarok gets a ring out finish, which is 1 point. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, so both Beyblades landing in the stadium. Ooh, so Brave Ragnarok lands in the stadium. It did make contact with Union Dragon, but then Ultimate Reboot Dash activated, forcing it into the pocket. So Union Dragon gets a 1 point. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, both this time start with some good clashes, and after a crazy attack, forcing Union Dragon to hit the wall and rebound, hitting Brave Ragnarok into the pocket. So Union Dragon surprisingly gets another ring out finish. Both have 2 points. Winner of this next battle moves on. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, so as the battle starts, instant clashes. Both Beyblades taking lots of damage. And Brave Ragnarok is just dealing attack after attack. Now it seems once again it's going down to stamina. And there it is. Brave Ragnarok dealing attack after attack, just draining all of Union Dragon's spin. So Brave Ragnarok wins that with 3 points now. So Brave Ragnarok, which belongs to Tyler Goodman, will be moving on to the quarterfinals. Alright, so now it's time for round 4. We have WayoftheBey's Master Dragon going up against Extreme Burst's Rage Longinus. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, battle starts with some fierce clashes and Rage Longinus is dealing attack after attack, restless attacking, forcing Master Dragon 2 into the pocket. So Rage Longinus gets the first point with a ring out finish. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, so battle starts with, once again, Rage Longinus just dealing attack after attack. The Exceed driver is really powerful with the Rage Longinus layer. So that means Rage Longinus gets another ring out finish right there. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, once again, both landing in the stadium. And once again, Master Dragon is just getting thrown around. But it seems to be surviving a little longer this round against Rage Longinus. So did manage to defend from all those fierce attacks, going down to stamina. And even going down to stamina, Rage Longinus is still spinning. So Rage Longinus is destroying Master Dragon, moving on to the quarterfinals with 3 points. So Extreme Burst and Rage Longinus moving on. Alright, so now it's time for round 5. We have Divine J YT's Big Bang Genesis going against Ryan's Super Hyperion 2. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, so the battle starts with both Beyblades landing in the stadium and instantly Super Hyperion 2 going in for the attack, but Big Bang Genesis taking the center. And now Super Hyperion going around wasting lots of stamina. Alright, it all goes to these last clashes. Let's see how it goes. Who has more stamina? Ooh, and it seems Big Bang Genesis was still spinning a little longer than Super Hyperion right there, getting a survivor finish. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, once again, both landing in the stadium, and this time Super Hyperion doing lots of good attacks. Almost getting a ring out, but Big Bang Genesis still surviving. Now it seems it's going down to stamina. Both are very wobbly. Ooh, and Big Bang Genesis once again getting another survivor finish. The Big Bang armor did get hit down, but wasn't burst, so getting another point with that survivor finish. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, both landing in the stadium, and this time Super Hyperion manages to get a ring out finish. So Big Bang Genesis launched into the pocket, and Super Hyperion 2 gets 1 point. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, both landing in the stadium. Super Hyperion 2 dealing some good attacks, but like the past rounds, doesn't seem to be getting any good hits, and now it's going down to stamina. Alright, going in, about to make some contact. Big Bang Genesis still defending though. Alright, there it is, going down to stamina. Ooh, and surprisingly still had some stamina left in it. So Super Hyperion 2 still spinning. Both have 2 points now. Winner of the next round moves on. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, both landing in the stadium. And Super Hyperion going on with its normal attacks, but doesn't seem to be doing anything. Both are going low on stamina now though. You can hear the Octa driver scraping a little, going down to stamina. Ooh, some final clashes right before Super Hyperion falls. So Big Bang Genesis gets that right there, which belongs to Divine J YT. Both will be moving on to the quarterfinals. Alright, so now it's time for round 6. So for round 6, we have Damon Bros' Glide Lucifer 2 going against LFG's Curse Hyperion. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, both landing in the stadium. They have sort of a stamina-ish defense combo, so they'll be going down to stamina teams. Glide Lucifer going around, and Curse Hyperion defending. Both are pretty well balanced, going back and forth with some smooth movements. Alright, now it's going down to stamina. Ooh, and Curse Hyperion gets that with a survivor finish, still spinning. So Curse Hyperion gets 1 point. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, both landing in the stadium, and this time starting off with some fierce, heavy clashes. Ooh, there it goes right there, both fighting for the center again. Ooh, and attack after attack, the orbit driver going back and forth. Very impressive. Going down the stamina now. Ooh, after those intense, awesome attacks, Glide Lucifer 2 still spinning. So both Beyblades have 1 point now. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, both Beyblades once again landing. Glide Lucifer 2 going around getting a ring out finish right there. Impressive movements and instantly getting a ring out right there. So Glide Lucifer 2 gets another point. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, once again, both landing in the stadium. And every time Glide Lucifer 2 deals some good attacks on Curse Hyperion, it just goes back and forth and glides around with that orbit driver. And right there, it got a ring out finish, went back, hit the wall, and went back to go attack. Kind of like a real life anime move that Wyvern would have. So pretty impressive. Curse Hyperion gets 1 point, both having 2 points. Winner of the next round moves on. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, once again, both going back and forth. Glide Lucifer 2 dealing some good attacks, but Curse Hyperion just defending, both going back and forth. both these Beyblades have really nice movement around the stadium, both gliding around. Now making some contact. Down to stamina, both looking a little wobbly. Ooh, so right there, Glide Lucifer 2 was still just moving around. So Glide Lucifer 2 is moving around a little longer than Curse Hyperion right there, getting 3 points now. So Baymon Bros' Glide Lucifer 2 moves on. Alright, so now time for round 7. So for round 7, we have AS Gallus' Death Lucifer going up against Gabriel Ian's Wyvern to the end. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, so as the battle starts, both Beyblades going back and forth. The end limit break gimmick did activate, taking the center while Death Lucifer going around. And surprisingly, it defended really well. Death Lucifer hit into the pocket, so Wyvern in the end gets 1 point. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, so once again, both going back and forth with some good attacks. And right there, as you saw it, Death Lucifer kept on attacking after attack. Wyvern in the end hit the wall, but after that, getting hit over and over and over, and then suddenly bursting right there. So Death Lucifer getting a comeback with 2 points now with that burst finish, only needing 1 point to move on. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Ooh, as the battle starts, Death Lucifer going in for the attack and getting a ring-out finish right there. Wyvern in the end did burst, but only in the pocket. So Death Lucifer gets a ring-out finish. So AS Gallus and Death Lucifer now have 3 points and are moving on to the quarterfinals. Alright, so now it's time for the final 8th round. We have Bayfighter Ferris with their Lord Spriggan going up against Nicholas Mexner's Naked Spriggan. Spriggan battle. So let's see who comes out the winner. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Ooh, as the battle starts, Naked Spriggan just going in for the attack and ringing out Lord Spriggan. So Naked Spriggan gets 1 point right there with a ring out finish. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, so Lord Spriggan going in for the attack while Naked Spriggan defending, moving around with lots of gliding movements. Both going back and forth with some good attacks. They are the same spin as each other, so there will be some fatal attacks. Seems going down the stamina now, and ooh, Naked Spriggan still spinning right there. That was some good movement with the Atomic Driver. So Naked Spriggan gets 1 point now. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Ooh, as the battle starts this round, Lord Spriggan managed to get some good attacks in before Naked Spriggan could even start. So Lord Spriggan gets 1 point. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, both landing in the stadium. Ooh, some good attacks. Lord Spriggan and Naked Spriggan going back and forth. And it's going down to stamina. And it does seem like Naked Spriggan has more movement right there. So there it is. Oops, to the pocket. But there it is. Naked Spriggan now with 3 points. Moving on to the quarterfinals. So Naked Spriggan and Nicholas Mexner have 3 points and are moving on. So that is it for the first round of battles. Now we're on to the quarterfinals. Alright, so now the quarterfinals, round 1 of the quarterfinals, we have the Very Things Heaven Diabolos going up against John Wick's World Diabolos. So another Diabolos battle, let's see how it goes. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, both going back and forth now. Ooh, some good attacks. And World Diabolos just defending, while Heaven Diabolos trying very hard to deal some good attacks. But the 2D chassis is doing a pretty good job canceling all those powerful attacks and slowing both of them down. Seems it's going down at the stamina now, and they are opposite spins, so there will be some canceling to each other. Ooh, and there it is, World Diabolos still spinning right there, managed to win that with a survivor finish, getting 1 point. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, both landing once again. Heaven Diabolos dealing some good attacks, but again, the 2D chassis is protecting World Diabolos. Both slowing down now. Some calm attacks in the center, going down the stamina, and once again, World Diabolos is just doing pretty good, while Heaven Diabolos is looking a little wobbly. Ooh, and there it is, once again, World Diabolos getting another survivor finish. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, both going back and forth again. And just like the past rounds, the 2D chassis is protecting World Diabolus from very fatal attacks. And it seems it's going down to stamina now. And as we saw in the first round, Heaven Diabolus deals some good attacks, but World Diabolus is really good at defending, and now it's going down to stamina. That was closer, but World Diabolus was still spinning longer. So John Wick and World Diabolus move on to the semi-finals now. Alright, so now it's time for the second round of the quarterfinals. We have Tyler Goodman's Brave Ragnarok going up against Extreme Burst's Rage Longinus. Get ready for some good clashes. Both of these attack types deal pack a punch. So let's see how this battle goes. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, both landed in the stadium, and instantly Rage Longinus dealt a really powerful attack, forcing Brave Ragnarok into the wall and then into the pocket. So Rage Longinus gets 1 point with that ring out finish. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Ooh, once again, Rage Longinus getting another ring out before Brave Ragnarok could even start. So Rage Longinus getting another point. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, so both landing, both going back and forth with some good attacks. Brave Ragnarok going in. Ooh, Rage Longinus scraping a little. Both are going back and forth. This time Rage Longinus was unable to get a crazy ring out. Now it's going down to stamina. Ooh, and stamina is where Brave Ragnarok is good at, getting 1 point with that survivor finish. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, so once again, both landed in the stadium. Brave Ragnarok started off pretty calm, but then went for the attack at a really good time, as you saw right there. Now it's going down to stamina. Ooh, that was a close round. Both going back and forth with some good attacks, and as the battle started, Brave Ragnarok landed in the stadium, and it was just pretty calm right there. The ultimate reboot dash diver didn't activate yet, and at the right moment went for the attack, which was pretty crazy. So Brave Ragnarok gets 1 point now, both having 2 points. Winner of the next round moves on. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Ooh, so as it starts, Brave Ragnarok landed in the stadium, ultimate reboot dash, tilts a little, and going for the attack, getting a ring out finish right there. So Tyler Goodman's Brave Ragnarok is the winner of those fierce battles. So Brave Ragnarok, now having 3 points with that ring out finish, made a really great comeback after getting thrown around by Rage Longinus. Had a lot of stamina and managed to get some good attacks. So Brave Ragnarok winning that, moving on to the semifinals. Alright, so now it's time for round 3. For round 3, we have Divine JYT's Big Bang Genesis going up against Baemon Bros' Glide Lucifer 2. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, both landing in the stadium, and instantly some good clashes as they both go back and forth. And both are sort of defensive, so it'll be going down to stamina. Both going back and forth, you can hear some good attacks. Both on their side a little, looking a little wobbly. Alright, going down to stamina. Ooh, and Big Bang Genesis getting that with a survivor finish right there, getting 1 point. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, so as it starts, both going back and forth around the stadium. Now going back and forth with some good attacks. Alright, both fighting in the center. Ooh, some good hit right there. Going down the stamina, both a little wobbly. Ooh, and once again, Big Bang Genesis still getting that. So Big Bang Genesis gets another point. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, both this time landing in the stadium, and good clashes instantly. Both going back and forth. Teams going down to stamina once again. Big Bang Genesis keeps on spinning, but this time it seems it's going to be running low on stamina. And it is. So Glide Lucifer 2 making a comeback and getting 1 point. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, so as both Beyblades land in the stadium, lots of movement. Both going back and forth with some attacks. Ooh, Big Bang Genesis a little wobbly now. Glide Lucifer going in for the attack. You can hear the Octodriver scraping a little. Ooh, and there it is, out of stamina. So Glide Lucifer 2 now has 2 points. Both Beyblades have 2 points. So once again, the winner of this round moves on. Ready, 3, 2, another rip. Alright, both landing once again. Glide Lucifer 2 going around, both dodging attacks but now fighting in the center. And once again, it's going down to stamina. Both looking wobbly. And there it is, Baymon Bros' Glide Lucifer 2 get that with 3 points, moving on to the semifinals. Alright, so now for the fourth round of the quarterfinals, we have AS Gallus' Death Lucifer going up against Nicholas Mexner's Naked Spriggan. Ready, 3, 2, another rip. Alright, both landing in the stadium, some goody flashes, both going back and forth with attacks. Naked Spriggan moving around with lots of movement. And Death Lucifer canceling any movement with attacks of its own. Ooh, now it's going down to stamina. Both are opposite spin, so Naked Spriggan was able to defend and absorb many of those attacks. So Naked Spriggan gets that with a survivor finish. Ready, 3, 2, another rip. Alright, both landing. Death Lucifer 2 started to scrape, but did get some good hits, and Naked Spriggan was hit into the pocket right there. So Death Lucifer hits. Ready, 3, 2, another rip. Alright, both once again landing. Death Lucifer going around, dealing some good attacks. Ooh, but those attacks weren't good enough to get a ring out. Now it's going down to stamina. Ooh, and there it goes. Naked Spriggan gets that with a survivor finish, getting another point. Ready, 3, 2, another rip. Ooh, so as the battle starts, both landing in the stadium, but Death Lucifer was hit into the pocket. So that means Naked Spriggan gets a ring out finish, which means it now has 3 points. So that means Nicholas Mexner's Naked Spriggan wins that with a survivor finish, now having 3 points, moving on to the semifinals. So that is it for the quarterfinals. So now we're in the semifinals. Alright, so now it's time for the first round of the semifinals. We have John Wick's World Diabolos going against Tyler Goodman's Brave Ragnarok. Ready, 3, 2, another rip. Alright, both landing in the stadium. Ooh, and as it starts, Brave Ragnarok is starting off with some good attacks, but then Ultimate Reboot Dash activates and Brave Ragnarok is out of there into the pocket. So World Diabolos wins that with a ring out finish. Ready, 3, 2, another rip. Ooh, so as the battle starts, both Beyblades landing and both making some contact, but World Diabolos is hit into the pocket. So that means Brave Ragnarok gets that with a ring out finish. Ready, 3, 2, another rip. Alright, both once again landing. This time Brave Ragnarok not in the pocket yet, going around. Ooh, dealing some good attacks. World Diabolos started to scrape. Ooh, but those attacks weren't enough to get a ring out just yet. Now it's going down to stamina. Both are opposite spin, which World Diabolos does well in, and now it's going down to stamina. Ooh, very close, but World Diabolos gets that with a survivor finish. Ready, 3, 2, another rip. Ooh, as it starts, World Diabolos lands, Brave Ragnarok goes in for the attack, but then rebounds into the pocket. So John Wick's World Diabolos now has 3 points. So World Diabolos wins that, moving on to the finals. So this will be finals challenger number 1. Alright, so now it's time for round 2 of the semifinals. We have Baymon Bros' Glide Lucifer 2 going up against Nicholas Mexner's Naked Spriggan. Ready, 3, 2, another rip. Alright, so battle starts with both Beyblades landing in the stadium, and an instant crazy clash causes both Beyblades to go back, and Naked Spriggan is going into the pocket right there. So Glide Lucifer 2 gets that with a ring out finish. Ready, 3, 2, another rip. Alright, both once again landing. Ooh, there's that crazy clash. Both going back and forth. It seems this round, both are going back and forth with some good attacks. They are opposite spin of each other, but both doing pretty good. Crazy clashes, now going down to stamina. Let's see who gets this. Ooh, and Glide Lucifer gets that. So Glide Lucifer gets another point with that ring out finish. Or sorry, survivor finish. Ready, we're gonna let her rip. Ooh, this round the battle starts with some good clashes, and Naked Spriggan is hit into the pocket right there. So Baymon Bros' Glide Lucifer 2 wins that, now having 3 points, moving on to the finals to face John Wick's World Diabolos. And now it's time for the final round. So for the final round, we have John Wick's World Diabolos going up against Baymon Bros' Glide Lucifer 2. Both these Beyblades are great with stamina and going down to the final spin. So this will be a close round. So let's see who gets it. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let her rip. Alright, so the battle starts with Glide Lucifer going around with its gliding movements dealing some powerful attacks, while World Diabolos is defending like normal. Both are opposite spinning of each other, which means World Diabolos will do a great job defending and absorbing spin. So it seems to be going down to stamina, so let's see how it goes. Alright, now it's ending. Let's see who gets it. Ooh, so actually Glide Lucifer was a little bit movement, but I'm pretty sure World Diabolos was still completely spinning. That was just movement. So World Diabolos gets that right there with the first point with that survivor finish. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let her rip. Ooh, as the battle had started, both made some contact, and that contact forced World Diabolos to go on the little rise edge and just scrape. So that means Glide Lucifer gets 1 point with that ring out finish. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let her rip. Alright, so as the battle starts, both going back and forth with some good attacks. Now it's going down to stamina like those past rounds. Good hits from Glide Lucifer 2. The unbalancedness of that chip does help it deal some good attacks every now and then. But looking at it now, it's pretty balanced for the Lucifer 2 chip. World Diabolos seems to be doing pretty good as well. It does do really good against opposite spin opponents, so it does have the upper hand here. Like you saw right there, getting a survivor finish right there, spinning longer. So World Diabolos now having another point. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let her rip. Alright, both landing. Some small contact. And both calmly fighting to the end. So World Diabolos just needs 1 more point to win, but who knows, Glide Lucifer 2 might be able to make a comeback like those many past rounds. So the 2D blades are in, both making contact going back and forth. Glide and World are very circular layers, so this is a very close round. 2S is great for long-lasting spin, but as you saw right there, compared to World Diabolos 2D Rise, it is unable to win. So World Diabolos, which belongs to John Wick, wins that with 3 points and is the champion of CBT 36. Alright, so the winner of CBT 36 is World Diabolos. So World Diabolos belongs to John Wick, and the combo is World Diabolos 2D Rise. This is a really good counter combo. Opposite spin of any opponent, it does great. World is a really good balance type circular dual spin ring, like the Glide ring, except that it's dual spin for left and right. Diabolos is a really good dual spin chip. 2D, great for opposite spin battles, able to counter lots of really powerful attacks as you saw in that tournament. Tons of crazy attacks going in for it, but the 2D layer, or the chassis, just countered all those attacks, slowing it down and defending. The Rise driver, great for opposite spin battles, kind of like the Drift and Mobius driver, except that it's a little flat and doesn't have any spinning to it. So pretty good driver, and overall a really good counter combo. It's not really surprising that these counter combos keep winning these tournaments and Beat the Bay. So very similar to a past Beat the Bay champion, but really powerful. So if you're looking for a good dual spin combo, this is one of the many. But that is it for this CBT. John Wick is the champion of CBT 36. Congrats, John Wick. And thank you everybody else for participating. Lots of amazing battles and combos. But But that is all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching Way of the Bey.